Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Moa aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we are back with another of these bottles that aren't mine, but that I got to borrow from Mark Littler. And today we're trying the Bimber distillery, the King's Cross St. Pancras from their new Underground series of whiskies. And if you want to know more about this whiskey and kind of how we got a hold of it, because that wasn't easy, go check out his YouTube channel as well. I put the link in the description here below. So thank you, Mark, for letting me try some of your whiskey. And this is part of a kind of a little exchange between some whiskey friends, I guess, where I am the first one to try this. Then I'm going to sign my name on the bottle and pass it on to someone else. And around it goes, and hopefully there's some left for Mark to enjoy at the end as well. I've already done one of these before with one of the Macallans, so if you're curious about that, check it out. I would definitely never be able to try this because it's out of my price range, and I know there's so many people that just would love to try something like this, especially perhaps if you're based in London, because Bimber is a London distillery. But I'm very, very happy that I get the chance to try it. So this Underground series is in collaboration between Bimber and the London Transport, which is why the aptly named Underground series. It's, I love London and I can't wait to go soon. I used to live there for a bit, and yeah, I can't wait to go back because I haven't been in years now. But I want to go visit Bimber and yeah, probably go on the Underground as well. I think King's Cross St. Pancras was opened the 10th of January 1863, so it's old. And yeah, it's quite a fun little collaboration. I've never thought that anyone would do something like this. It is matured in ex-bourbon. It's a single cask release, non-chill filtered natural colour, sits at 58.5% ABV. It's one of 259 bottles and was bottled in May 2021. And they're doing more of this kind of series, and I think you have to sign up by ballot to kind of get a hold of the bottles. And yeah, they're already planning like their next releases. But instead of chatting, let's start by having a look on the nose. I mean, I like ex-bourbon, so we'll see what I think on this one. Ooh, immediately there's some sort of sweet fruitiness. And floral notes, but weird floral notes. What is that? It's almost like candy, but what sort of candy? At first I thought it was peaches, then I thought it was pineapple. Now it's almost minty, almost like mint chocolate. It's powdery in a way. Maybe a little bit like cola cubes as well. A really interesting nose. I wasn't expecting that at all. I think I haven't tried that many Bimber ones, but the ones I've tried before I found a little bit one-dimensional. It's probably because I haven't tried that many of them. Because I know there's plenty of people that absolutely love Bimber, which is why I want to go see the distillery and kind of get more of a personal connection to it. Almost a bit like elderflower and cola cubes and like toffee and peaches, which sounds like a really odd combo. But yeah, it's a lovely nose. But let's have a little taste. Sláinte Skål. It has quite a charred character on the palate, but along with a really soft fruitiness. Yeah, nice flavours that are very velvety in the texture. It's a little bit hot with the alcohol, but just in the way that I feel like if I add a little bit of water, it feels like it's going to open up a little bit more. But definitely not difficult to drink where it sits now because the flavours are nice. What is that though? It's not so much cola cubes on the palate, but still on the nose. Definitely some sort of sweetness. A little bit of grassiness, but none of the kind of grassy bitter notes. It's more just a freshness. Then there's a wood influence, but it isn't too dry. Maybe like a red apple, like baked red apple notes. Oh, the nose now is just more and more cola cubes actually. How odd. But let's go get some water and I'll be right back because of course as usual I can't see my water jug, but I'll be right back. And we're back with some water. Let's see if I can add a little bit. Yeah, it's cola. It's bang on cola now. I've never had a whiskey that smells this much like cola cubes. I mean, if you've tried this one, are you also getting cola cubes or am I slowly going insane? The water, thus, it holds water really well. So a little dash of water that I just added just made it open up. Not in, like it's opening up and like all the flavours are kind of unveiling. And just gives you a more of a rounded note, but everything is still there. Nothing feels watered down. It just feels like it's like you have a curtain. You just open the curtain a little bit and all the flavours kind of present themselves. Almost a bit apricotty, this one. And it's so velvety, the texture of it. A little bit of a kind of a caramel, like charred note as well. Woody. I'm really enjoying this one. It's not those like super juicy ex-bourbon flavours that I usually tend to absolutely love, but it's ex-bourbon in a way that is, and apologies for this, my little plaster with Moomin on it because I was sewing earlier and I managed to stab myself quite badly with a needle. But yes, but it's a different kind of bourbon, ex-bourbon, like American oak ex-bourbon characters. There's that kind of charred element of it. It doesn't remind me of a bourbon though. It's just single malts core, but it's not too woody, it's not too spicy, it's not too charred. It just has the elements of the char that makes it really nice. Yeah, a little bit of sweetness, but it sits there nicely with different things coming in. But the nose is just so odd. I would say the nose and the palate are quite different. Interesting. I mean, I'd love to hear what you think of Bimber. If you've tried any and you would recommend to me, if they're still able to get a hold of them, please let me know in the comments below. Of course, once more, thank you to Mark for letting me try your whiskey. And at the same time, I want to say a massive thank you to my wonderful supporters on Patreon. I'm so grateful to have your support. And speaking of support, if you do want to support the channel, I'd be thrilled if you'd leave a thumbs up if you've liked the video, or perhaps consider subscribing if you haven't already. You can also support the channel if you would like to use my affiliate links with either Master Malt, the Whisky Exchange, or the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and you'll find all of them in the little description box here below. But I hope you all had a lovely day and I will see you in the next video. Sláinte Skål!